Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a recommendation video that I'm very excited for. So I was stuck between two ideas, so I went to my members and asked them, what video do you want to see this week? And they chose either Boyfriend's Dad or Dad's Best Friend romances. These are ones where the hero is quite older and they know their child and are close with their child. So these are a lot of fun because they're very forbidden, taboo, but they cannot resist. I have some books here that I know are well loved, but also ones that I hope you will find as new recommendations. But before I get started, I do want to shout out two channels that I want you guys to check out because I haven't done a shout out in a while, and these two are relatively new to BookTube, and I want you to go check them out and give them a follow if you enjoy their content. So the first one is Cheyenne from That Tall Book Girl. I've done a couple collabs with Cheyenne already, and I've done reading sprints with her. She just reached 1K and she's only been on YouTube since like January, so I am super impressed with what she's done with her channel, and she reads so many good romances. She likes things that are like angsty and dramatic like I do, and she reads authors before they make it big. So she was a huge fan of Sarah Kate before she came out and blew up the charts with praise, which is in this video. I feel like I hear a lot of recommendations from Cheyenne first, so definitely check her channel out if you haven't yet. And then I have Caitlin from The Love Librarian. Caitlin was on Instagram first and very recently started her YouTube channel, and she reads so many romances, and she always seems to be on top of all the new releases and all the authors that I love that I have no time to read. So she does love Jennifer Hartman. I was just chatting with her about Jennifer Hartman's new book. She is always up to date on the new releases and loves a good spicy romance. So if you love those romances like I do, definitely check out Caitlin. Give her love. She is brand new to BookTube, so check out her recent videos and subscribe if you like her content. Okay, so now that I've talked about two amazing people on BookTube that you need to follow, I will go ahead and get to my recommendations. I will just go ahead and go with the first one that I've already mentioned, which is Praise by Sarah Kate. This book I read a couple weeks ago, and it already has gotten 2,000 more ratings on Goodreads from the last time I read it. When I was reading, I was like, wow, it already has 12,000 ratings, and it just came out in like February. It now has over 14,000, so people are loving this book and picking it up. I was obsessed. I saw so many people reading it. It is a boyfriend's dad romance, and he owns a club that allows people to explore their preferences in a safe place and not be judged for it. And our heroine breaks up with her boyfriend, and they had a bit of a tumultuous relationship, and so she needs their deposit back for the apartment they had, and the guy was like, my dad has it, like you need to go to him to get it, because the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend and his dad cannot stand each other, and it has to do with the dad's club. And so the boyfriend hates his dad for it, and the dad is trying to still reconcile their relationship. And so the heroine goes over, and the dad's actually waiting on a new assistant, and so he sees her come in and he's like, okay, get on your knees. And she's like, excuse me? And he's like, well, don't you want your money? She is thinking, my deposit money, I need my $1,000, okay. And so she does, and then the father quickly realizes this is actually my son's ex-girlfriend, flips out, tells her, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, like here's the check, like let me know how much money you need. And she cannot stop thinking about what happened, and he feels so horrible for what he did that he offers her an assistant position for him to work for him because he knows she needs money, and she says yes, and she actually wants to explore those kinds of things with him. And it is so good. It is so good, and like there's so much consent in here, and she actually goes through like this list and checks off what she wants to explore or not and gives it to him, and he makes sure to go over it with her, and like fully they are both like, okay, we know what we want and what we don't want and what we're comfortable with, and it is just so good. And he is still adamant that he wants to have a good relationship with his son, but he's so protective of the heroine, and the heroine has a little sister that she's protective of, and she loves her mom. There's just so much I loved in this book, and it is amazing. It is so good. Definitely taboo. Sarah Kate loves to write age gap taboo romances. I could not recommend this enough. Okay, another one that I feel like blew up on TikTok is Mafia Mistress by Mila Finelli. In this one, our heroine is forced to go to Italy to marry a mafia boss's son. She wants to go to college. She wants nothing to do with mafia life, but her dad had to try to strike this deal and shipped her off, and she becomes close with this guy because they become really good friends, and she falls for his dad, the guy who forced her to come to Italy to marry his son. And he is definitely very domineering and a bit alpha and possessive, and they end up striking up a relationship. She definitely pushes his buttons, and she likes it as much as he does. It's called Mafia mistress just because like she's his mistress in terms of like there for good times, not because they have like a really intimate, close relationship, though you know it's going to grow to that because they're going to have their HEA and be together. This is book 1, a duet. I definitely need to finish it, but such a good one. She is supposed to be with the son but falls for the dad, and I remember reading it and I was like, okay, like she's gonna go have a marriage of convenience, and then the next chapter point of view was the dad, and I was like, so that's where we're going. I like it. So good. Then I have to have my taboo queen as well, Kiwi Tyler, second semester. I absolutely love. The first book in this series is a student professor romance. That was fun. Gave it 4 stars. 5 out of 5 stars for this one. I loved it. Our heroine is a goody two-shoes. She follows all the rules. She's a daughter the parents never have to worry about. The daughter in book 1 is like the wild child. She follows all the rules. So she gets an internship at her dad's office and ends up falling for her dad's best friend. Dad's best friend is definitely a player. He hooks up with a lot of people, including a lot of his assistants. He goes through them a lot, and the dad is like, stay away from my daughter. You know the rules. But they end up getting together, and it is so good. I love this relationship, how hard they fell for each other. Our heroine is like, I'm putting myself first for once. I know I shouldn't do this, but I really am loving this man, and deal with the repercussions with his son. All of these are usually single dad, well, especially because like boyfriend's dad, they're gonna have that boyfriend as their child, but in this one he does have a kid who's younger than her, but like not enough to be her child, and so he's like, Dad, why are you dating someone so young? And so really fun. I really enjoyed this one. Then one that does not have an HEA, so like technically it's not a romance, but they don't say they don't have an HEA, and that's Forbidden Fleeing. And this one is Katie Roberts' pen name, and it's a lot of fun because the heroine decides to pursue the dad. They are on vacation together at like a vacation home, I think, and it is the son, all of his friends, and the dad ends up coming too. And it was supposed to be just a vacation between the daughter and her boyfriend, and so she's really mad that the boyfriend is like putting all his friends first, and they end up leaving and going off together. So she decides to hook up with the boyfriend's dad on their vacation. I'm pretty sure it's vacation. It's like their vacation home. Very steamy, but it's just a short, fun, good time. So if you want something that doesn't have a lot of angst or emotion in it, it's literally just she's gonna hook up with her dad's boyfriend and then go on her merry way. So check this book out if that's what you're in the mood for. Then we have The Doctor by Nikki Sloan. I love this whole series by Nikki Sloan. I have not read The Architect yet though, but I know they're all age gaps, and in this one it is an ex-boyfriend's dad. He's a doctor and they fall for each other. They've known each other for a long time. He's liked her for a while and they get together pretty early on, so this is definitely not a slow burn or anything, but I really enjoy this book, and especially they explore what it means to have a relationship with such a big age gap, and they are part of the second book as well, where it has an older woman and younger man, and how people will look at their relationship and see that it's wrong, but not as wrong as if the woman's older. And so that was definitely really interesting to see the perspective shift in the second book, and how they did like talk to the doctor, the guy in here. She talked to him about like being in a relationship with someone a lot younger, so I thought that was funny, but definitely very steamy in this one, but I really enjoyed this. It didn't have as much like external plot, so it was just like literally their relationship. So if you want that in your romances, read this one. I do have Birthday Girl. I can't do this video without talking about Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. In this one, our heroine is still dating the boyfriend, and they move in with his dad, and she actually met the dad in the beginning of the book when it is her birthday. She goes to the movies alone, meets Pike, and they really hit it off, but she's still dating her boyfriend who's really deadbeat. I feel like all of these are not sad that the girl breaks up with the guy, because the boyfriends are always like not that great of guys. So you're like, yeah, go be with the dad who is like a real man and who can really take care of you and give you what you need in a relationship. So in this one, he's not that great, and there is cheating in here. Her boyfriend does cheat on her. There's no cheating between her and Pike though in here, so just know that. But they end up moving in with Pike, and she ends up falling for him, and so it's forced proximity because they're around each other all the time, and it is just so good. I really like this. I read it though like when it came out, so it has definitely been a while. This is the Mystic Box Special Edition, which is gorgeous. I know these are worth a lot of money. No, I will not give you mine. I've gotten messages asking me to sell this. I will not, but definitely check out Mystic Box. I am a rep for them. They do have a very long wait list though, because Pam Godwin is their next box, and then they're having Penelope in their next box, and those are very sought after authors, but definitely love this cover, love this book, but I would definitely want to reread it. The last one I am recommending because I know people absolutely love this book. I personally did not love it, but I want to tell you about it because I know so many of my friends love it, and that is Torn by Carrie and Cole. Again, another Mystic Box Special Edition, and because this is the only copy I own of this book, so I didn't buy it, but this one is a dad's best friend. I had issues because she grew up with him, so he grew up as her uncle, but he's not that much older than her. He's like 15, 16 years older than her, because her dad was really young when they had her. And so she basically lives with the uncle, and I didn't like that. I don't love it when the age gap, they've known each other for a very long time. And she just felt very young to me, but this is a taboo romance because he should see her as a daughter figure because his best friend had her and he helped raise her, but it is their romance. So if that sounds like something you want, like super, super taboo and pushing the edge, check this one out. Like I said, it made me a little bit more uncomfortable than I wanted it to, but I know a lot of people love that. So read this if that sounds interesting to you. Definitely check out reviews to see other people you follow, see what they thought about it, because I know a lot of my friends love this. So if that sounds like something up your alley, pick this one up. And those are some dad's best friend or boyfriend's dad romances. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me more of your recommendations. I feel like I talked about all the ones that I know everybody really loves and reads, but I love some of your recommendations if you have some lesser known authors who've done this recommendation video before. I need more boyfriend's dad romances because that's one of my favorite tropes. So let me know what you have, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.